Hi, Riesel. My name is TitaniasSovereign, and this is the first episode of LIMBUS Company. I've never played this game before, however, I do have some knowledge. Do you see now? You can't run from us. You dare interrupt me just as I was engraving the. You must be out of your. Uh, Technically speaking, I can tell that your master's plan doesn't really break any of the city's taboos. It's the kind of thing that no one else has dared to even consider attempting. You catch my drift? Oh? Would you look at that? You managed to get a different head in so fast. Are people like you always that prepared for everything? Just wait till I get that. The likes of you will be no match for. I guess that new noggin doesn't come with a mouth, huh? Yeah, all I can hear is clock ticking. You think they're screaming on the inside? The ticking's gone faster, so I guess I can still feel pain. Damn it. Why am I being attacked? Not good. Memory decay? That was done too quick. Huh? They've gone quiet already. Let's get this over with. No one ever comes here, Wolf. There are no eyes on us, so what's the hurry? Also, can I I must follow her teachings, no wasting time. Yeah, but can't we savor the moment? We're not gonna get another chance off someone of this caliber. 너는 일을 할 때 너무 감정적이야. 공과 사는 구분하면 좋겠군. You have a tendency to grow too far emotional on a job, Lion. Don't mix business with pleasure. Fuck. Oh my god. Shame. I wanted to have a look at your face. I reckon you won't tell us where your star is. Yes. Like hell I am. I'm taking its location. Damn it, where was it supposed to be again? My memories are fading too quickly. Right. No mouth. Meaning this one can't tell us how to find it. Can I end them now? Sure. Hey, what's that noise? Don't let yourself get tailed by a panther. The fuck is that noise? No, there wasn't anyone who could have tracked me. Just a wild animal, perhaps? That doesn't sound like any animal. That's a bus? How did it even end up here? Must have taken a wrong turn? They're about to pay quite a hefty price for that wrong turn. Damn! Did Lion get pushed back? If my eyes are right, then you will not fail to reach the port of glory. Who are you? The nameplate says... Faust? You've lost your way in the dark forest. What? Yet you were not overcome with fear. Why is that? That's... because I could simply lift my head to find the star. That's right. Now, keep revisiting that image and let your heart speak the words out loud. Follow your star. Follow your star. At that moment, I felt a sudden thump on my hand, followed by the sensation of multiple chains penetrating me. Please, do not worry. Your heart is still functional, though it may feel otherwise. With this, the pack is sailed. Dante, from this day forth, we are bound to your time. What do you? The beating of our hearts now depends on where your hands fall. I hope you'll make a fine leader. Our? Is that really everything? A single apple has fallen. This guy's still not making any sense. The weight was killing me. Are we finally gonna get some action? A little warm-up wouldn't hurt. What's that miserable thing writhing on the ground? Are they the newest addition to the squad? You might want to watch your language. I heard that's our soon-to-be boss. It must have been an instant ambush, yet you still managed to hide your head. Who are you people? And what's up with this bus? We are the heralds of justice. We have come to aid you on this magical bus that can take us wherever you wish to go. Justice? Bus? I don't. It's not what you wanted to hear. You will feel more ease that way. We're racing against time, and the situation is in our favor. So, let me explain this once. After some time passed. So, let me get this right. As long as I do as you say, those complete strangers who I never even met before will fight in my stead? Correct. So long as you give them the right orders. Right, then. Let's slaughter these shitheads. Go back to where I was. To where I was and... What was I doing? Where am I supposed to go back to? I was right on the cusp of an extremely important moment. Something I was never supposed to forget. Calm down. It's only natural that this new head would have adverse effects on your memory. Focus on the struggle at hand, Dante. Cool. I'm not sure how I should address you. Would Commander Clock, in any case? We await your orders. Do we really need orders? Seems like a one-on-one is the only way. Hey! You lot, quit your prattling. We need to crush them all. Please, do your best, Dante. I guess I don't have any other choice. I definitely fucked up that entire beginning. Defeat. Okay. I don't get it. These nobodies managed to take Lion down? Ah! Hold on. Oh, fuck. Hang on. I know this is kind of weird coming from someone you were just fighting, but I'm pretty sure we can talk this. This is not ideal. I know it's ridiculous. Put up a fight against them. Damn. Are you all kidding? I haven't even started. Oh. What the hell? You just said you'd fight in my stead. We never promised to win said fights. What? And it seems I'm the only It seems I'm the only survivor. Okay, so you meant for this to happen? You've got an ace up your sleeve, haven't you? Not necessarily an ace. No, this is simply about following the star. Is this supposed to be a mask or something? It's rather an unpleasant display. What am I supposed to do? Arriving with all that fanfare only to die like flies. Ugh. I can't think about the past since I repeated what she said. This is how I die. Deliver this message to the serpent, all slime. And this is a flow that can't be stopped. The red? But why? There go my man, y'all. There he go. I'll see him. Do you know why I only had those two dismembered? Because one of you needs to be intact to carry the rest of the scram pell-mell out of here. Oh, never mind. This is no longer my man. And you're the only one left to offer them any help. The road gaze. Don't glare at me like that. This is nothing compared to what you did. With wounds like those, I'm sure your boss will recognize the effort you put in. Consider them a badge of honor. Unless you want to meet your end here. Who are you? Are you one of them? You're too late. They're already... I am not late for anything, Dante. We only need a little time to rewind. I'm suddenly overwhelmed by an excruciating stab of pain in my chest, as though my heart were being torn asunder, followed by the flashes in the ribs, intestines, stomach, and lungs. I couldn't even tell where the pain was coming from. I let out a cry of pure agony as I felt my body twisting and breaking open. You. My consciousness fading. The only thing that I could perceive was the sight of mutilated bodies around me, inexplicably regenerating. You're in for one hell of a painful ride from here, Dante. And the voice of a man with red eyes. I hear a beast howling from somewhere. With cries carelessly, is wailing of hunger or... You're being itchy twitchy. Are they up? Awake at last. I would have been a tad disappointed if you croaked on us. Refreshing morning. This is Karen, the bus driver. It's not morning, but I suppose it could be refreshing. How do you feel, Dante? Well, tick-tocking like a clock. This language barrier will be quite a hassle. You may call me Virgilius. If you hear me, give me a sign. I gave him a quick nod. He didn't seem hostile. Good, at least your hearing is functional. Time to drive, Karan. Now departing. Vroom, vroom. There's a heavy roar and vibrations as they echoed from the bottom of a deep mire. What the fuck is a mire? It was then that I realized I was aboard a bus. A bus. I can't be sure if I've ever ridden such a vehicle in the past. Do you remember who you were? I shook my head to say no. I had been reminded that my head was now a clinking mechanism of sorts. I suppose you want your memory back, don't you? I nodded. I sure felt like an idiot. But as it gets, to stop the rest of you from adopting this gesture-based communication. What do you think, Miss Faust? Faust will respectfully decline. I find it unlikely that the situations ahead will permit us physical liberty of smooth gesture-based communication. She's the only one who spoke to me back in the forest. Her silver hair, glistening even without sunlight, gives off a rather mysterious air. Dante. Dante. Come to think of it, the man with red eyes has been calling me that too. Dante is your name. Amnesia must be affecting you rather severely. Sure, looks like it. That doesn't sound familiar at all. You'll get used to it in time. Wait, you can understand me? The group that attacked me earlier and that Virgid, or whatever he's called, seemed to hear nothing but ticking from me. Faust can hear what you intend to speak. You actually can, but I don't even have a real mouth. Assumptions of yesteryear must be one of the side effects that came with your head replacement. It's an anachronistic... Oh, girl. It's an anachronistic... There we go. It's anachronistic to think that vocal organs such as chords or tongue are necessary for one to communicate. Anachronistic, right. Never considered that. You can limit the recipient. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Hey Siri, what does anachronistic mean? Anachronistic.
Here's some info about anachronism.
Oh. Well, I know what that is. Okay. You can limit your recipient. Wait, you can limit the recipient of your words to one person, or choose to speak to everyone at once. A little clarification. The scope of everyone is limited to the sinners. Sinners. The people that are seated behind you. The very same who fought in your stead until mere moments ago. Back up the microphone. So, thou art final piece that completes our journey's cast. How I've yearned for this moment. Good God. Hey, pal. Where'd you sell your old cranium off? So it was you. Thanks for putting my spine back in one piece. You're a surgeon or something? In the nest? The nest? What the fuck is the nest? Keep your mouth shut. Nothing's more unpleasant than hearing cacophony. Now, a brief introduction is in order. I'll give you time to make yourselves known, starting with the one seated at the very front. Speak. Why is it always the one in the front that go first? I'm sick of taking the lead. I heard that you were going to be our boss, or yeah, our manager. Manager? Yeah, which is why I was real curious to meet you, and it's always tough work to choose the right words. Don't know what you did with your old head, but I guess everyone's got a story to tell. I'm Gugger. We're in this together, manager. I'm Gregor. We're in this together. Sinner is relatively easy to handle in terms of personality. However, an upsurge of emotion or sudden change in environment may cause parts of his whole body to transform into an insectile known as akin to carapace, resembling that of the tissues. If you do not wish to be a rude manager, not that you are obligated to be nice, we recommend keeping your facial expressions in check so that your disgust is not visible to him. He sometimes uses cynical language, but he can still be reasoned with. And you can get around him without much difficulty as long as you learn the knack of it. I'm Gregor. We're into this. We're in this together. Alright, cool. Greg. They aren't just our bud, our pal. You're talking to the person who will make us filthy rich. Greg. Rich? What's that about? Let's see, what's better to call you? Dante. I hope you don't mind us being on a first name basis. You can call me Rhodia. Let's see, what's better to call you? Dante. Rodion. The unfortunate traits of being backstreets born are apparent in this sinner. She loves money, gambling, and betting. Though it is advised to pay close attention to her as the manager, she tends to deflect orders with an unimpressive wink or silly joke. We recommend taking a stern stance at times to remind her that you are her superior. Her mood may be down at irregular intervals. There's nothing you can do to aid her in that state, so we recommend you waiting for it to pass. So she's just, that hard drive must have been delivered. Well, hell no. That shit was not delivered. I had
Holy snakes
from
on
the
the
motherfucking plane.
First, guess I'll put my gun away for now.
Yeah, no, I just keep, I've been jumping between games lately, I'm not gonna hold you. I think there's a, good reason you became our manager? I'm sure you used to be... Hydrate? Awesome. Oh, my head's covering the subtitles. Hold on. What do I do with me then? If I'm covering the fucking subtitles. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Also, game capture the... Okay. I'm sure you used to be a big shot back in the nest, right? When your old habits start coming back, we'll be much closer than rolling in the dough. What is with this freak? Ito Sovereign got Ito-er? Oh. She sure is an extrovert. I'll give her that. Oh, gosh. Look at me keeping on. Hey kid, you're up next. Hello. Oh, boring. That's it? Ah, Sinclair. Sinclair's my name. Ah, Sinclair. That's my name. Even with the volatile nature of human growth around his age taken into consideration, the sinner seems to be particularly startled or frowned when spoken to. He isn't used to real combat at the moment, meaning that he may struggle to keep himself together at the sight of something as mild as split innards at first. Well, I would too. Look at him, bro. He looks frail. As there may be those with violent tendencies among our crew, we recommend taking an approach focused on positive reinforcement with this sinner. He appears to possess a murderous gaze that he himself isn't aware of. This isn't a hopeful sign that he'll have potential to grow into an expert of our company's profession and with the right stimuli. Okay, so not the apple, not the tainted apple in the... Hello? I didn't even notice that in the back. Hello? 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 Okay, so our job is to corrupt this sinner. Sinclair. That's crazy. This boy looks awfully unnerved. Did he even join this company of his own accord? Is there anything else I need to say? This is my first corporate job. Oh, bless his heart. Well, you'll learn the ropes in the coming days. Okay, how about you next, nerdy pal? I am Yi-sung. Formerly known as the youngest chief researcher at Blink, this sinner possesses a higher intelligence compared to most others. We estimate that everyday conversation with the sinner will prove difficult for managers selected with our current screening process. Avoiding the communication altogether would pose a risk on its own. However, if the sinner remains silent for a long time, that means he's usually processing a line of deliberate thought. We recommend waiting patiently for him. That's it. No smoke, no mirrors. I waited for him to see if he was being witty or something, but he just stared vacantly out the window, disinterested. Yi sang, everybody. I can't believe you people. Aren't proper introductions the first step to fitting in society? Call me Ishmael, if you please. Ishmael. You may be disheartened by the defective state of many sinners, but do not worry. This sinner, one of our few who can carry out most missions without much complaint, she's likely to make reasonable judgments. So it's a good idea to start with conversations. While looking her way, if you're seeking sound advice, however, you mustn't forget this sinner survived an absurd voyage in a far and wide body of water. Her patience may run deep, but once you make a wrong turn with her, it will be a difficult task to regain her trust. Okay. I heard you glued our bodies back together for pieces of... I can't do it while they're speaking. That shit is hard. I heard you glued our bodies back together from pieces. I look forward to working with you. She gave a polite bow before returning to her seat. For someone who emphasized not being a misfit, she didn't feel like most amicable sort. Good God. Sorry to disappoint, because I don't care too much for fitting in. Name's Heathcliff. Used to be a professional wrecker for property and people alike. Name's Heathcliff. Used to be a professional wrecker for property and people alike. Heathcliff. This sinner prefers to take action rather than wait for logic to dictate his course. His thoughts and feelings are blatantly visible in his demeanor, and he has no intention of hiding them. His brashness causes headaches or physical injury leading to a headache in the process of forming a relationship. Please do note that this is not an indication of serious damage to the sinner's thought process. If his fit of rage persists, please contact Human Resources. So you're telling me that this motherfucker is going to put his hands on people. Once you realize that he's the type that tends to be simple-minded, oh, he's a dumbass, then you'll have an easier time handling him. Okay, so we use nice and plain language with him. plain language. Computer, turn me into one of their jackets. Not under anyone's orders, mind you. I only did it to buggers that got on my nerves. So watch it, you. I'm deathly allergic to cocky gaffers who think that they can boss me around. I don't think I've done anything to give that impression yet. It is my turn to speak! At last! I am Don Quixote! Don Quixote. There's no sinner that can outmatch this one's level of passion if we were to measure it. An avid aficionada of all things fixer, she adorns herself with a variety of fixer-related merchandise. They won't affect her performance in combat one way or another, so there's no need for you to restrict her from keeping her decorations. She simply is deeply immersed in the role of the righteous fixer, hence the exaggerated mannerisms akin to that of an actor. Has a thing ever existed, really? It is advised to play along with her for a smooth mission. I am a fixer who shall... She's so funny! I am a fixer who shall sprint for the dream side by side with thee. 'Tis a pleasure. A fixer? That feels like a term I used to know. Dost thou wish to know what a fixer is? I can answer thy question. Fixers are protectors of the city. Ah, perchance, may thou... perchance thou may struggle to remember the city 'tis. I believe I said this for a brief introduction. Don't make me say it twice. Next. My name is Honglu. Honglu! Ah! Oh my god, Honglu t-shirt! Ah! Honglu! Ah! Honglu! Ah! Jenny desu yo! Ah, Jenny desu. Oh, shit, where did my slipper go? Wait, my slipper disappeared. My slipper! Wait! I lost my slipper! Oh, it's over there. Sorry, I got so excited. Oh my god, Honglu! Oh my god, Buki! He's the only sinner that I've seen his story. I have heard brief explanations and kind of I saw Honglu's story and Ishmael's story. So if I seem very unenthusiastic during their stories, it's because I've already read them. Cool. My name is Honglu. I hope we can get along well. My name is Honglu. I hope we can get along well. A sinner who has lived an affluent life before becoming our company's asset. Sorry, I'm like adjusting myself in my chair. Anyways. Where was I? Where was I? A sinner who had lived an affluent life before becoming our company's asset. As such, he has certain admiration for a free life. But occasionally, he may make ignorant and unsavory questions in regards to the food cooked by a certain other sinner or aspects of low lives or lowly culture. This can cause significant irritation for the sinners. However, it is important to note that no sarcastic undertones are contained in his curiosity and driven inquiries. So it is ill-advised to let them get physical over it. Oh, so I'm supposed to like manage their like emotions too. I'm starting to get flashbacks of the game before this game. Hold on, I have to remember the name of it. I'm not gonna remember. Game before Limbus. Not Library Runa, what's the Lobotomy Core? Yeah. Apparently Limbus is a direct sequel of Library Runa, so a lot of people were actually talking about, let me turn on the air in here, it's kind of hot. After I did that whole Don Quixote shit, kind of like, I'm a little warm. For those who don't know, Lobotomy Core, I don't know where it is on the timeline, but apparently Library Runa is directly before it. Library Runa, I don't think it's the first game that Project Moon made, but it is before this time. Lobotomy Core, I watched my roommate play it. It's a game that is kind of like, you manage these monsters and just kind of pray to God that they don't fucking lash out and kill everybody in the, oh, I'm not supposed to say kill, oh well, we'll bleep it out in the video. In the facility, your job is to study, talk to, and manage the emotions of said monsters. I wanted to play it on stream, but I kind of want to get through the beginning of Rimbus. Yeah. Wow, look at you. Isn't that fascinating? The head that you've got there. A popular model these days, I suppose. No, this isn't that kind of... It's not my cup of tea, though. The hell's wrong with your attitude? Heathcliff looked for moments away before swinging his bat. When he noticed the red gaze laid on him, he grunted and sat himself back down. Real shit. Real shit. As they say, every person has their own creed, and it's only right to respect it as the executive manager. But with some creeds, you will have difficulty in even simply pretending to sympathize. So you will have noticed that the sinner in question is a silent chain smoker whose eyes shine with a euphoric gleam only during battle. She believes that senselessly destroying the enemy's heads is an uncultured act and a step backward for art. Caution. This sinner's background is one that even our company may have trouble handling. It is advised against making her breed personal resentment towards you. She's a gangster? Ryoshi, you're a gangster? Creed is just a cute word for a gangster. I would like everybody to know that. That it's a cute way for being like, I'm in a gang. Like, Shooters, nice to meet you. At what point I was supposed to laugh? Marisol, please refer to me as such. Marisol, please refer to me as such. Wants a clear and concise command requiring no judgment on his part. You're polite. This isn't anything special. I'm simply behaving normally. I'm almost touched. Thank you. Yes. It felt as though something was gravely amiss with him, but I couldn't quite tell what. The way that she scanned me up and down was a little daunting. I feel almost compelled to bow to her, but she stopped me for emotion with her hand. Please, I would never make my manager stoop before me. My name is Otis. I would like to apologize for my rudeness earlier. My name's Otis. This sinner can never serve as an excellent advisor depending on— this sinner could serve as an excellent advisor depending on your capability. However, she has a meddlesome tendency, so it's recommended to keep her satisfied with short replies of agreement. She's an expert when it comes to tactics and various perils of wisdom about life, making her advice all the more valuable for your mission. In addition, she possesses a vast knowledge of workshop technologies. You could trust her with simple repairs of the bus. Unlike other sinners, accessing records pertaining to the past of the sinner is not permitted. Keep an eye out for this sinner, and beware she does not exercise her cunning intellect for purposes other than completing the company's mission. Rudeness? Ah, please. Your magnanimity humbles me. I knew at first glance you had what it takes to be lead. The way that I side-eyed I stopped mid-sentence to side-eye what she said. Oh, you sound like you have ulterior motives. I love that about you. I know at first glance you had what it takes to lead us. What? Well, most humans cause noise and friction as a result of confrontation. Some are able to reap mutual benefit from coming head to head. Just as one might seek out whetstones to best sharpen their blade, and my blade is yours to wield, executive manager. I shall serve you with unrivaled devotion. Oh. Are we her church? Oh, goodness. That sounded almost like worship. Are me and her gonna have a well relationship? Shut up. That's reassuring. Thanks. I gave her an approving nod, even though I didn't get what she meant by rudeness. I'm amazed at your ability to bootlick with such passion soon after calling them a miserable thing. I think I get it now. It seems that I'm the last. Faust is the name. The sinner has developed engines of— the sinner who developed the engine of Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles. There we go. The bus operated by LIMBUS Company. She claims that there's no one in the city who could ever rival her library knowledge and her wisdom. And she isn't necessarily wrong. You might find her high and mighty attitude when she allows you to converse with her displeasing, but as wait, what? You might find her high and mighty attitude when she allows you to converse with her displeasing. But seeing as how she treats everyone with the subtle gestures of arrogance, there is no hope of parting with it ever. We recommend you simply not getting over it. Even though she has an unparalleled genius, we can't quite figure out how to use this one. Perhaps you could be the one to find out. They really said, I'm not gonna hold you. She knows everything, and while yes, she does know everything, she doesn't have to be a dick about it. Yo, hot girls get it done. Love you, Faust. Hot girls get it done. A genius with whom you're lucky to cross paths with once in your life. I'm starting to understand what they meant. Your reaction suggests that you're not convinced, Dante. Well, that's fine. You'll come to learn in due time. I'm starting to think that Otis Foss t-shirt. Wait, Otis Foss, hold on. Otis Foss Hongaloo t-shirt acquired. Oh shit, I can't type acquired. There we go. Sorry. Learn what? The Faust is indeed rare and brilliant. And when a proverbial tree falls, its impact on the ground is given fact. The observer's failure to perceive it has nothing to do with the truth of the matter. And that's exactly how I feel. When people say that stupid shit, no, because me and her on the same fucking wavelength. You know when people are like, if a tree falls and no one is there to see it, did it even fall? Just because you didn't see it, hey, am I speaking? Hey, turn off the air conditioner. Just because you, a human, didn't see it fall doesn't mean the other trees didn't see it. Didn't mean the grass didn't see it. We've already learned that grass knows when it's about to be cut and it warns the other pieces of grass. We know that the trees grow in the direction of the sun. So in some sort of way, it has to see and or feel something to be able to... whatever. You're not hearing me. Because what I'm saying is, just because a human didn't witness it doesn't mean it didn't happen. It just didn't happen in the presence of a human / animal, etc. Just because something that can talk and walk didn't witness it doesn't mean it didn't happen. And if you really want to stretch it out to human what's-the-names, if a baby falls and you didn't see it, did the baby just not fall? This is exactly what I'd be fucking talking about. Anyways, when a proverbial tree falls, its impact on the ground is given fact. The observer's failure to perceive it has nothing to do with the truth of the matter. Okay. That's enough greetings. Dante, let me explain your job. You mean as the manager? They're asking if you're about to explain the job description of a manager. Come to think of it, the man with the red eye couldn't hear me, unlike the sinners. That's correct, executive manager. You will embark on a trip with the Inferno with the 12 sinners. The Inferno? Why should I go to hell? They're asking why they need to travel to the Inferno. Because the treasure waits at the end of the road. Will that suffice? I don't. You mean I used to be a treasure hunter or something? They can't seem to understand you at all. I did not ask for your understanding, Dante, nor was this a question of your consent. Oh, okay. That's real, I guess. You'll have to listen to me if you want to reclaim your memories and your original head. I mean, I do want them back, but they're hesitant. Miss Faust, what will I do if Dante keeps refusing to cooperate? This is not a scenario we anticipated. Preposterous. Faust anticipates every possible. I love her. Wait, I love her so much. Wait. Wait, I love her so much. Wait. Dante, once you've completed all your missions, you'll be able to engrave the aspect. I can promise you that. Aspect, a word that pierces through my mind, even though my memories are gone. My underlying instincts respond strongly to it, and led by those instincts, I make my choice. See? They're nodding now. Awesome. Good. Then we can continue. By the way, Karan, why isn't the bus moving? Bus snoozes. Bus driver snoozes at rest spots. Verge. Weirdos are hanging around in front of the Mephi. I told you, Karan, if anything happens at the bus, you have to let me know. Mephi? Who's that? The name of the bus. And the engine that runs it. And false magnum opus. Tortoise. That's funny. Most fitting fairy bond Paris across the affair. When do you agree, Dante? What the fuck are they talking about? Why are they talking at me? Looks like they're just another pack of dirty rats. This is just the right time. You should make perfect targets for practicing your command. Dante, I skipped over many details during our first battle. We were just short on time after all. However, without the improvements to your strategic prowess, only defeat and slaughter lie in our path. And in turn, you'll have to endure pointless pain over and over again to revive us. Pain to revive you? You mean what happened earlier was... Yes, we were brought back to life because of you turned back the clock. That exposition doesn't seem to be of any immediate urgency, Faust. I'll save the chatter for later. Sinners, off the bus. Allow me to elaborate on the elements of combat. Not them reminding me of what happened the first time I fucked up. Or Gregor. I mean, to be fair, they were touching my face. Give me a second. What is it? I joined this company because I was told that I'll be able to move forward without being held back. But right now, we're stuck in meaningless violence, like we're rats or something. It's not without meaning! We are vanquishing evildoers who attacked us! Please be quiet for a moment. Anyway, if all we'll be doing is beating people up like some hired thugs, I might have to reconsider employment in the near future. Haven't you read your contract? Resignation is not permitted. Girl, what? Resignation is not what do they mean? I mean, I understand what they mean. Resignation is not permitted. Like they're literally the 12 sinners. You aren't allowed resignation. But that's crazy. Do you really think our contract has any sway at this point, given it's based on lies? Of course it does. Because there were no lies to begin with. Huh? You didn't think Miss Mephistopheles built transformation, did you? Mephi has always been hungry. Keeps crying. The bus gets hungry? When the engine ingests fuel, it yields a byproduct. Using that, you can grow more and more powerful. I'm sure he's saying no to this. There's no limit to one's growth. Is the self in the mirror my reflection or another being entirely? I've heard this kind of rhetoric in magic, actually, where the question is, when you look in the mirror, is it you, or is it you from a parallel dimension? Is it you in a portal? Is it you? So I kind of understand. Possibilities. What exactly are you drawing out? Like I said, everyone, I've watched Ishmael's story and Hong Lu's story. So while playing this, if I seem bored, I know that's not for a while, but if I seem not bored, but like if I already know what's gonna happen, that's why. So one of the Mephistopheles, there we go, one of Mephistopheles, we're just gonna call it Mephi, okay? One of Mephi's various functions is extraction. You can collect various identities and ego from there. Select the extract button. Extract. Wait, so this is the bus? Wait, wait, gang. Wait, this is the bus? Where is this in the bus? With impeccable swiftness, I will render them silent. You've acquired a new identity. Collecting new identities, ego will be contributive to improving our combat performance. Now, let us return to battle. Inferno. Salva Oscura. And then possibilities, and then enter. Select the top part of inner cards to swap them out for a different identity. So, edit team. From this menu, you can select one of the identities you've extracted. Oh, okay. And now we'll battle with it. I see. So this is what this was about. There's no need to get impatient, Ishmael. As the bus makes its journey, you'll naturally start taking on more important tasks than beating the life out of random crooks. I know you're eager to achieve your goals, but at least try to have some patience. Since this works by whisking out one of our limitless possibilities from the mirror worlds, it'll have to be overwritten by part of our memories. Wait, what? Since this works whisking out one of our limitless possibilities from mirror worlds, it'll have to be overwritten. It'll have overwritten a part of our memories. What? You'll get used to it in no time. Wait, that sounds a bit dangerous, doesn't it? What if I'm no longer my old self by the end? I think that's the point, though. Right? Gotcha is fishing out the parallel world sinners out of the bus engine. Oh. Well. But I think that's the point. If you're going through these, like, I'm assuming, again, I told you I've seen part of part of the cantos. I think that's kind of like the point. If you collapse all these timelines by grabbing these not personalities, but different versions of you from different universes, we'll bring up Heathcliff for like example. I saw a part of his too. We'll bring up Heathcliff. If the version of him that's trying to go and get him, right? If the version of him that's trying to go and snatch him up real fast, if they were to merge in some sort of way possible, when they do these swap outs. I think the question is the integrity of what the person is at its core. You know what I'm saying? Swapping in and out of these personalities and having them change part of your memories. At the end of it, will you still be you? Don't mistake yourselves for the ship of Theseus. While it is true that you borrow the identities and their memories, the system is designed to ensure that you retain control of your own existence. Okay, cool. I understand that. If I remain control of my own existence, what does that entail? See, this is what I'm saying. What does that entail? You know what I'm saying? And maybe there's a better way of saying it in probably Korean, and she's probably saying it clearly because obviously this is a translation. But my question is, if we are still in control of our bodies and we're missing part of our memories for this swap in and swap out, right? At the end of this, after all the, the battles that we fight, the cantos that we go through, my question is, are you still you after all of this shit is done? Because remember, she said, while we're limitless, in that limitlessness, we're ever changing, right? But when you bring in different people inside of your body, because the parallel you from a different universe isn't you, it's just you in a different universe, if that makes sense, right? So it's technically not you. Different though your reflection may be, it is bound to vanish once you walk away from the mirror. Okay, so what they're saying is, once you do that swap out, once you are done with that swap out, you return to how you were. But I just don't see, my problem is, if you saw all those things that were pertinent to that other you in the other existing dimension, are you really you at the end of the swap? Because you saw what happened. There's no way that you don't. If they recall on those memories and they're in your body, you see it too. No? And I don't think I'm crazy for saying that. I think, like, are you still you? How our capability grows ultimately depends on you, Manager Dante. It will be up to you to decide which figment of possibility fits each situation best. I believe that's what you call metamorphosis. Yes, I suppose that one could say it's a form of resonance and transformation. Golly, where'd you learn all these big words like that? I picked it up. My prior profession required me meeting people from various walks of life. Transformation. Done chatting? First, we make our way for the bus. You'll spend more time together than you'd ever ask for, so table that discussion for later. Damn. Ito Sovereign. You know what I found out? And the way that I put my hand over my mouth, I was like, damn. Road's clear, but Verge, Mephi could have just run over them just fine. You are, can I say t-shirt? Oh my god, bro. Her name kind of reminds me of the word Chiron. Like Chiron. Anybody? No. Chiron is like somebody who's like skilled with their hands. Just me? I'm pretty sure there's like a meaning for like Charon though. Charon? Oh wow, wait, it's like the dude that like, Okay, so you see the thing that she's holding behind her? It's kind of supposed to be like a stick. So you know the how people say like death comes over a boat or whatever? It's like that dude or whatever on a boat or like a ferry or whatever, and they kind of like they get you to the other side. Oh wow. Well, it's a game about sinners. Like obviously there's gonna be symbolisms of death and etc. But like she kind of got that shit on. I ain't even gonna hold you. Look at her drip. She couldn't have that shit on. She couldn't have that shit on. That's probably why she looks kind of dead too. Like her skin's gray. Huh? What was the point of putting me through all of that? Virgilia stepped in at the sight of my rattling head and agitated gestures. Calm yourself. It's not right to ask a toddler to run when it has just to take its first steps. Yo, Virgil ain't shit. But he's right. He's definitely right. Best to take every opportunity there is to walk on your own feet before you're made to run. Hey, you can say that shit again. Furthermore, Dante, as the manager, your job is to manage your staff. And I am the guide. I decide where and how of our journey. Am I understood? Don't argue with me. How am I supposed to not question a stranger who can't even hear me? I heard ticking. What did they say, miss? Nothing much. A little too verbose to be an affirmation, and not just advice going forward. Dante. Mephi, off we go. Woohoo! How are you feeling, Laron? Extreme excitement. About to walk on air, reports Karen. Good. So, where are we going? Virgilius, they'd like to know the destination. What did I just tell you, Dante? But just where are we going? With his sigh, the bus shuddered and started to rumble forward. Path A. There go my song. Waiting to the past. Filter on the trees. And regretters, friends, the forbidden. Let us rewind. And yes, we're sitting through this. Passion and life. Silent champions. Face the sin, save the ego.